Hello and welcome to FanPark Live. Arsenal winning 3-0 at the moment, and there's moments left to go. And the dog and duck have just missed the penalty, so we've heard. We're actually just watching the playback of that right now. Always slightly behind on YouTube, as you know. Obviously, I'm joined by Ty and Claude. Right. They're engrossed in the game right now. Saved by the spinner. Arsenal nearly conceded to a Sunday League side, Ty. There we go.
I never called them a Sunday League side, that's for sure.
Listen, remember, we are powered and sponsored by the One Football app. We will be using it to review the game, looking at some of the statistics. Make sure you go and download that. The information is in the description below. But, of course, Ty and Claude are here with me this evening to take your calls. Speak to them about tonight's game. Of course, Arsenal's chances of winning the Europa League. I know Wenger's going to come up in the conversation with both of these two men here. But any questions you want to pose to them, you can do. I've already asked Ty one. I know he wears all Arsenal clothing on match days, and he has confirmed to me that the underpants are Arsenal as well. Boxer shorts, sorry, not underpants. He's quite clear on that. But that's amazing. That is dedicated. Everything is Arsenal.
On the match day,
And I'm really happy to meet this guy because I've asked this question. Well. I know we were saying, but he's real. And he's passionate for his club. We're going to go into some of that a little bit later. Injury time is now up. Daniel Welbeck's just running the ball about. Is that Welbeck still on the pitch?
That is. That's Danny or Eddie.
Oh, there we go. Right. That's really small. That's it. End of the game. Right. Happy with the result, Claude?
We're through now. So next week be just academic. But we're through. That's the main thing. We were not, as I said before, we're not in a we're in a no-win situation, whatever the score would be.
There's Robbie. Sorry to interrupt.
And it's comfortable tonight. It was very comfortable.
Yeah.
They were poor. The other side as well. They're a very poor team. I don't think I've seen a worse team in European football, to be honest with you.
How long do you clap for after the game? You clapped every substitute on and off. He's this guy. He loves his club
until the players go off. Basically.
Okay, that's good. Is that you do that when you're at the games, home and away as well?
Absolutely.
Always clap. Is that why you sometimes see some of the gooners we see on camera can be quite frustrated when you get a poor result and none of the fans come up to applaud you guys for the travelling and for the money you put in? Is that why sometimes you can find that a bit disrespectful from them?
Yeah, possibly. I think sometimes it's a hard one because if we have a bad result, they come up. And we'll be, not me personally, we'll be slagging them off. But if they don't come up now, we'll say, oh, when did they come up?
Yeah, I can see why the players don't come.
So it's a catch-22 for the players.
They fall down and they feel that they
exactly.
Yeah. I think they also think they've got no right to be clapped off anyway.
Well,
maybe that's why they do go off. But I mean, at the end of the day,
they're paid professionals, fair enough. But
at the end of the day,
yeah, they're paid professionals. But I'd put it like this: it's always an education watching my club. Always. And whatever happens, however good, however bad, it's always great. I never see it as a waste of time.
It's definitely an education.
To watch our club. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And an invincible education. Did I say that? An invincible education.
Oh,
but anyway.
This is not
an invincible education. Did I say that? An invincible education. Yeah, History Channel, yeah. And we all know about history, don't we?
Cool. We're going to hear much, much more from these two as the night goes on, but we want your phone calls. You, the fans out there, are the most important people. We've got a call coming through right now. We'll give you the numbers up on the screen right now as well. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and what team do you support?
Arsenal. My name's Yusuf.
Yusuf, the Arsenal fan. How are you feeling this evening after that wonderful 3-0 victory?
Right, Yusuf.
Oh,
hi, Yusuf.
Hi, I'm feeling great. Like we needed this after the Tottenham game, to be quite honest. And yeah, hopefully we can move on from here.
Yeah, hopefully.
And look, disappointing result in the North London derby at the weekend. When we look at this competition, though, the Europa League, as an Arsenal fan, do you think there's a good chance that your boys can lift this trophy and find their way back into the Champions League that way?
I'm hoping so. Like, to be honest, after the defeat at Tottenham, like many Arsenal fans have said, the Europa League is probably our best hope of getting back into the Champions League. But I mean, we've got some tough teams. I don't think anyone should be assuming that we're going to win the whole thing just because of this. But I mean, this definitely motivates me to think that we have a chance. But I mean, we've got teams like Napoli and I believe like Atletico Madrid in this competition as well. Like, we still got some hurdles ahead of us, but you know, I'm hoping that we can pull something out like we have done sometimes in the past.
I wouldn't take too much into tonight's game one way or the other though, but we're going to have tougher tests and we'll have to step it up as well, which we will do. And it'll be
oh
interesting.
yeah, absolutely, completely agree with that. I'm actually very much like Claude, not very much like Ty at all. Like Ty is very much the optimist. I'm like Claude. After games like these, I take a step back and I think, okay, what can we take from this game and what can we improve on? And should we completely turn around? Is this big enough? Is this a big enough team for us to completely forget about like past results and move on? I'm not sure if the team is big enough for us to completely forget about the Tottenham game, but
also
I think
tonight,
the competition.
Also tonight, I mean, there was they created a few chances, and a better team might have put them away. So
yeah,
I can understand.
Yeah, but a better team, we would have played better, isn't it? We would have played better if it was a better team. That's what I think, anyway.
Mate, really appreciate your call.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, mate.
Bye.
Take
Right,
care.
take care, mate.
Wonderful, articulate call there. Put his points of view across brilliantly. Another call straight coming in. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support?
Hi, my name's Mo and I'm an Arsenal fan.
Hello,
Right,
mate.
Bob?
Basically, I just want to get a couple of things off my chest. I really do think that this Arsenal team is not good enough to win Europa League.
Why is that?
I think we're going to struggle. Number one, we have no natural wingers. Mickey and Ozil are not wingers. They're both creative players.
Yeah.
Number two, we have no striker. Danny Welbeck is meant to be our striker, and he only has one shot on target today.
Yeah, but to
Like,
go on.
I think to be fair, the pitch didn't help him. But however, I think against a better team like Atletico Madrid, Napoli, Lazio, I think we would have struggled today.
Hopefully, though, we'll have a few players back.
Yeah.
But I do agree with a lot of what you're saying. I think we're gonna have a bigger test to come, and it's going to be an uphill task to win this Europa League. Yeah.
Do you sort of look at it like there are some, and you look at Atletico, Napoli, these teams, and Arsenal should be in the same breath of them. They are Champions League teams playing in the Europa League this year. Look, I'm a Man United fan, we know this. There wasn't anybody that good in the tournament last year when we won it. So it is a much more difficult. It is a difficult task for Arsenal compared to Man United last year, no doubt.
No doubt.
Having said that, Terry, but even the Champions League this year, there's some poor teams in that as well.
But are they poorer than
very poor teams? I know Liverpool destroyed Porto last night, but come on.
Yeah, but exactly. Napoli for me are better. Napoli for better than Porto.
Basel.
I agree.
There's some really poor teams.
And there's also some
I agree with you, Claude. I do think.
I really believe in the Champions League. An English team has got a good chance this year. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I'm getting battered? Just joking.
Well, no.
No, I'm only joking. Well, I'm sorry. I know we're talking about the Europa League, but I can't see an English team winning it.
Yeah, me too. I can't see.
I can't because Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, the teams that they got. If I was honest, I would say the team that looked best equipped attacking wise to win it personally is
Man
Liverpool.
United. Oh,
Even Juve, Tottenham nearly got a result there.
Yeah, but don't worry. When they come back to Wembley, Higuain will score a hat-trick in the first 3 seconds. Don't worry about that. I hope.
There we go, mate. Really do appreciate your call.
Much,
Thank you.
There's no realism in this studio.
See you later. Of course there isn't. It should all be gloom and doom, isn't it?
Jesus.
It should all be gloom and doom, isn't it?
Jesus.
We're going to put the One Football app up.
You come out with some crap, you do. I'm sorry.
Crap. Well, if I remember, that's what you was doing in the toilet a minute ago, isn't it?
What's that?
Why were you watching him take a dump?
I was watching.
Then how do you know that's what he was doing?
Because that's what he's talking about, isn't it?
I mean,
you can only talk about.
You do come out with some.
Exclusive. Ty watches Claude go to the toilet.
Not watching with the toilet at all.
Talk about through the keyhole.
Through the keyhole. What? You would know, wouldn't you?
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name? Hello?
Ben, mate, how are you?
Hello, Ben. I'm very good.
All right, Ben.
Who do you support?
I'm calling to talk to Claude about.
Who's your team, Ben? Sorry. Who's your team, Ben? Sorry.
I beg your pardon?
Who's your team?
I support Liverpool.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, but I'm interested in Arsenal as well. Just talking possibly if you guys don't win the Europa League this year, what do you reckon your best avenue, or what do you guys need to do to get back into the Champions League next year?
Pray.
My gosh.
I mean, it's going to be a struggle to get top 4 unless we've got to expect 2 teams now to collapse between 8-point lead. The one's got an 8, one has got a 7-point lead. For one team to do it is hard enough, but for 2 teams it's going to be desperately hard. So I think the only way we are going to do it is if we win the Europa League, and I've got a feeling we're going to be in this shit competition again next season.
I bet you have time.
Well, I
agree, but I'm talking about beyond next season.
Sorry, but beyond next season. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant for next season. Sorry. What, for the...
No, I mean as in improving next season, possibly being a top 4 team again.
Well, if this manager stays in charge, I think we'll have another disastrous season next season as well.
I agree. That's why I have to talk to you, not Kai.
Yeah, of course. But then I'm here, and I will answer your thing. You're saying that Champions League again. Weren't we in the Champions League for 20 years, or is that just a dream?
Yeah, you were.
Okay, then. So then, when you when you say that, you can't say that. You can't say that a Champions League again. Like it's only last season we went in the Champions League, so we've had 20 years. I don't think, no disrespect to you, but Liverpool have Liverpool had 20 years straight in the Champions League?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay.
Look at the cameras when you're talking. Look at them. Look at them people.
Okay, so okay. So then you're saying that? Are you saying now that Liverpool are now a Champions League team regular and we're not? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No, I'm not at all. I'm just saying I think to attract these big players in the future, why are they going to choose Arsenal over a Man City or
yeah, good point, great point. I mean,
well,
if I was a player, I wouldn't be joining Arsenal.
Yeah, but you're saying that. Haven't we attracted Pierre Aubameyang and Henrik Mkhitaryan?
Yeah, and you've just
okay. So we can attract. So let him answer. Go on. Sorry, go on.
It looks well. I watched a lot of the game, and for some of the game, that pub team from Switzerland was bossing it.
Bossed it. Yeah, they bossed it, but they lost 3-0. So that's neither here nor there, is it?
Yeah, but when you guys come up against maybe Atletico Madrid...
Yeah, but we're not going to play like that. Yeah, no, but the thing is, we're not going to play like that. When we play Atletico Madrid, it's going to be a different performance, isn't it? We can afford to play like this. I'm not saying Saturday? It's right.
What, like Saturday?
What, Tottenham, the great bastions of the Champions League, Tottenham, yeah? Tottenham, who we buried at 2-0.
We could have lost about 3 or 4-0 in
and Tottenham could have lost 10-0 to us.
Gentlemen, mate, really do appreciate you calling in FanPark Live.
Thank you very much, sir. Nice call.
Cheers. Look, great call and great points. It drummed up obviously a lot of debate between yourselves. Do you honestly think? Look, I get you're going to point back at him, the Liverpool side of things. But Arsenal right now, without winning the Europa League, you are some way off getting into the top 4.
Absolutely.
I know you've signed Pierre. I know you've got Mkhitaryan, but it looks unlikely right now to a lot of people that are not as positive as you, if I'm going to be polite, that you're going to get back into it. The guy's question actually is, Ty, how do you get back in it the year after?
Well, we'll wait to see that happens.
But what would you do? Let me put it to you. So if you don't make it this year, you don't win this competition, what would you do if you were in charge?
We don't get up in the top 4.
Yeah, so what would you do to get you back in the Champions League the year after? What would you personally do?
Well, I don't know, because the thing is, he's talking about, I've got to see at the end of the season, because football can change in a week. So I'm not prepared now to speculate what's going to happen at the end of the season. When the season comes, then I can take. I can't say what's going to happen in the future.
But you must see the holes that within Arsenal's team. Most fans would look at their own team and say, right, we need new defenders. We need to play free at the back. We need a new manager. There's a number of things that makes the team dysfunctional. You must watch it and see those. As much as you can love Wenger, you can support him, I know you do. Well. But you must see holes within your team. Otherwise, you wouldn't be where you are in the league.
Absolutely, but the thing is, at the end of the day, there's holes in every team. Only holes that are not in the team at the moment. It's Manchester City. So everyone has got something that they can improve on.
Of course they have.
What I think is that we possibly need some defenders and midfielders. But I'm not going to write the season off yet. Great. Because that to me is negative.
Cool. We are just about to, we're going to do the One Football app. We're going to get it up on the screen once my phone connects to the app. And I'm going to make sure I don't reveal anybody's phone numbers, which has happened Before. We are going to come on to DT later because I want to talk to. We are going to talk about that. So we're going to put we're going to look at the game now. We obviously see the 3-0 victory. What we want to do, we're going to take a few of the player ratings, but on this app, what you can do is vote for your man of the match. The votes have already been cast. Ozil was voted man of the match. Over 3,800 votes. Next second was Henrik Mkhitaryan on 600 votes. So it shows heavily weighed towards him. Who would be your standout performer today, Claude, for Arsenal?
I thought Maitland-Niles had a good game. I'm surprised he's not up there.
Maitland-Niles.
Well, whatever.
No, Maitland-Niles. Not
Maitland,
Miles.
I said Maitland-Niles.
You said what? No, you said Maitland-Miles.
Listen
you
properly.
said Did you hear what Lumos? You said Maitland-Miles.
Lumos,
what did he say? Maitland-Niles or Maitland-Miles?
He said Maitland-Niles.
Thank you very much.
Do you know something?
Thank you very much.
My mum and dad argued a lot when I was a kid, and you are bringing back some mental scars of mine. They're very deep. I've been burying these for 15 years, and I might start crying. This is great. I love these two.
These tears of joy.
So who would you Ty, vote as your man of the match today?
Excuse me, that's coughing off the lies from Claude. Sorry.
I can officially confirm after listening to the playback it was Maitland-Niles.
Thank you very much, Ross, as well. Right, sorry. So as I was saying, I'd go with Mesut.
Mesut Ozil will be your man of the match today.
Mesut.
We're going to look at some of the stats as well while we keep this up on the screen. 60% of the ball to Arsenal. You expected that, right? To be that kind of ball.
I expected more, exactly.
So, how many shots? We'll put this out. How many shots do you think they had at your goal tonight? This pub team.
Well, I didn't call him a pub team.
I call him a pub team.
I don't. 8 or 9 in here.
I'd say 12.
10 attempts. So one of the previous callers mentioned that, like,
and they missed a penalty.
I know and they missed a penalty as well. Is that not? I know you're giggling, but do you think, Ty, that's a sign that you just took it too easy in that game?
Absolutely.
And you say you wouldn't, if you were playing Napoli, you wouldn't concede that many chances.
We couldn't. If we conceded like that, Napoli, we could be out of the tie in minutes. So no.
Well, we conceded chances against Spurs. Didn't we?
Pun intended. Yeah, well, we battered Tottenham at Emirates, did we not?
But that doesn't matter.
But you're saying that. Are we not playing Napoli home?
Away from home,
it's 2 legs.
But the question is, if you leak that many opportunities to a better side, does that not worry you as an Arsenal fan?
Not really, because the thing is that this season, apart from Manchester United, we've got 1 defeat at home, and we've turned up against the big teams. So no, he doesn't really.
Not away from home. Not away from home.
Hold on, is it not 2 legs? Is it not 2 legs? It's not 2 legs.
It is, yes, you are right.
Well, okay then. So we're going to play away and we're going to play at home, aren't we? Did we not play Chelsea?
Well, when we've lost
and
4-0 away from home.
But what if we win? What if we win 4-0 then? What if we win 4-0 then?
What if?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, what if? Yeah, but hold on. Let me say what you just said. If we're 4-0 down, I said to you if we're 4-0 up. But it's all right to be 4-0 down, but it's not all right to be 4-0 up.
My aunt had balls would be my uncle.
Yeah, okay, that old one. And if Ainsley's name was Miles, it wouldn't be Niles, would it?
Right, swiftly moving on. So there's some of the stats for you as well today. You can see them on the screen. Make sure you go and download the OneFootball app. It's massively important to us that you do that. And the best part about it, unlike most things in life, it's free. I mean, completely free. You ain't got to pay niente. So make sure you go and download that for us. That'd be amazing. You can check out all the stats in there. Jesus, they completed 527 passes against you as well.
Who, that team?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really.
They literally. Well, maybe the artificial pitch helped them a little bit, but there we go. But 3-0 victory. That's all that really matters. At the end of the day, the stats are there. They're there to be looked into. I personally think there's still a slight issue and concern with conceding that many opportunities to a team that's that poor. That would make if my team did that, I would be worried moving forward. I know.
I'd be worried if we lost 3-0.
The cracks are covered by beating Ostersunds or whatever they are.
Oh no, of course not. The cracks are covered by not beating Chelsea either, isn't it? Or not beating Tottenham, isn't it? The cracks are not covered then, are they? Are they? They're not covered then, are they?
Can we get the phone put back up on the screen? Because we've got a couple of questions that were sent in to us earlier. So we're going to get this up. You'll see my Twitter feed up there. So this was sent in by ex-Arsenal and Everton player. Kevin Campbell.
Super Kev.
Great player. I will say, if he is watching, I'm assuming he is, absolute fantastic player.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Kevin.
No, the phone's not black. I'll reconnect it again. We're going to reconnect the phone now. It's up on the screen. You'll see that. There we go. You'll be able to see the tweet now. So what he says, and I'll pose this question to Claude first, and then I'll come to Ty second. Yeah. He says, Arsenal are currently on the slide. There seems to be little effort to address the team's obvious issues. So, A, what needs to be done? And B, how long do you think it will take for Arsenal to mount a serious title challenge?
What needs to be done? First of all, what needs to be done is au revoir, Mr. Wenger.
Yeah, predictable.
I'm sorry. And then I think I feel sorry for the next manager comes in, because it's going to take time. He's going to have to change everything out.
So when you look at this as a Gooner, lifelong Gooner, how many years do you think it will be until you are up there fighting for a title again?
It could take us 1-2 years, but the way if we keep Arsenal, it could take even longer, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be difficult. The new manager is going to have to come in and change everything, to change the attitude, the mental side of the team is all wrong. Everything's wrong at the moment.
Yeah,
we really do need a lot of, for me, about 2 or 3 defenders. I think we need a proper, and I mean a proper defensive midfielder, strong midfielder. You know, proper defensive midfielder. And that's what we need. We need all that to go forward. Otherwise, we're not going forward.
And how about yourself? So, firstly, like from your point of view, we've kind of asked you that question already. You are on the slide.
Yeah, and everybody is. Like I said, everybody is apart from Man City this season. So that's nothing new.
That's not strictly true.
Well, who is on the up this season?
Who's on the up?
Man City? Yeah.
Spurs.
From last year to this year.
Spurs.
From last year to this year, Man United.
But so Manchester United are what, second?
Yes, but so they've gone from like 5th to 2nd. That's a jump.
But they're still not champions, is it?
Okay, but let's forget about other teams for a moment. Let's concentrate on your team, Arsenal.
Okay.
Okay, so they're on the slide. We know that.
Yeah.
What needs to be done to stop that from happening? What does Wenger? You want Wenger in? Okay, we know that. So what does Wenger need to do in your eyes to get you back up, challenging for that title? And how long until you're genuine title contenders again?
Well, first of all, I don't
sit on the fence, Ty.
I don't agree with Claude. Everything's not wrong, because if everything was wrong, we wouldn't be facing Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, would we?
No, Premier League title challenge. Come on, answer the question. Yeah, stop deflecting. You're like Hillary Clinton here. Come on.
No, but hold on.
Come on. We are 27 points behind. 27. Let that sink in, mate. 27 points. And you're saying nothing's going wrong. 6 in the league.
But you're
we're heading for our lowest points total.
You're not listening. But you're not listening.
And you're saying that we're not going downhill.
You are not listening.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Let's slow this down a bit.
I said
let's say it.
Everything. Listen to me, because when I told you, Lumos had to back me up and Ross had to back me up. When I said you said Miles, you didn't say Niles. You made a mistake again. So don't make a mistake.
What the hell is that going to do?
Because you're not listening. Because you're not listening. And when you don't listen, you make mistakes.
Right. I'm not making mistakes.
You're making a mistake, because I never said that. What I said to you, if you listen to me, is that not everything is doom and gloom, because if it was, we would not be
it's happy.
Okay.
We're 6 plays. We've got hardly any chance of getting in the Champions League again. We've gone further down than what we did last year. 27 points behind. We're nearer the bottom than the top, but everything is okay. Fantastic.
Listen, let's slow it down. Let's go back to Kevin Campbell's question. Let's forget the Europa League. Let's forget the League Cup. How long is it going to take Wenger to mount a serious title challenge again? I want an answer about how long it's going to take him to challenge for the Premier League again. Forget every other team. The Premier League, what's he got to do, and how long is it going to take?
Well, first of all, I would say then that not everything is gloom and doom. How long it could take? It could be next season. It could be next.
No. How long?
Afterwards.
So you think?
I don't know. I personally can't tell. But
come on, I think when I listen to you first time we met face to face, I think you know there's big problems. I think you know
it's not as bad as
let me finish.
What he's making
if I may, I think you know there's problems. I think you know what he needs to do. You're not a stupid man. You're a very intelligent man. The problem you've got is I think you feel that if you come out and point out the obvious holes, that you're worried that people will start to feel like your support for Wenger is yielding. And remember, you can criticise someone and support them simultaneously.
Support for him will never ever. He will go on for eternity, yes.
Thank you.
He'll go on for eternity. My support for the manager will never wane.
And that's what the Forest fans done to Brian Clough, and they got relegated in the end.
And so we're in the bottom 3 now, are we?
No, but
so we're not in the bottom 3.
Gradually, we're going down slowly, but slowly.
But yet we're through to the Carabao Cup final, aren't we?
Ahmed here in the comments says, "Please calm down, Claude. Your blood pressure is increasing."
Check the trade, Toby. Whatever Carabao Cup.
Check a trade is football.
Are you not prepared to answer that question?
No.
We've got a call coming through now. We'll come back to this, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support?
High blood pressure.
That's your fault, mate.
Hi.
Gentlemen.
You right?
Yes,
Hello.
Hello, mate. What's your name?
My name is Robbie and I'm calling from Sweden.
Hey, Sweden.
All right.
Who do you support?
Okay.
Who do you support?
Yeah, I called you guys last time when we played against Chelsea in semi-final when we went through.
Oh, so you're a Gooner, yeah?
And I'm a Gooner, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So when I'm gonna call, I'm gonna be very nice. I'm not gonna say anything, you know. But the way Ty is going about this, how Arsenal is doing in Arsenal Wingers, and this make people just being. His positivity gets to negativity.
How? Tell me how that works.
Yeah, so I don't know how you can stand behind this manager
Easily.
now.
Easily.
Let the guy talk. Let the guy talk.
Everybody in the world that can see it. Only you and
everybody. So I'm the only Arsenal. So all right. Then let me get this straight. So what you're saying to me is I'm the only Arsenal fan in the world that wants him to stay. Is that what you're saying?
And you see how you attitude change when somebody calls in.
No. I'm sorry.
Let the guy speak.
Let me speak, man. I seen you talk. I seen you talk for about in halftime and now.
Yeah.
Till I get the call. So I see how your attitude change towards Arsenal fans. They're Arsenal fans like you. When they say they're not one game, they win out and they against some of the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
I mean, attitude they say change and you get really.
I don't have an attitude.
Let him finish.
I don't have an attitude at all. I'm just saying. You're saying.
You don't see it or you don't.
No, I don't have an attitude.
You tell him.
I don't have an attitude.
I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you said to me.
Moving on.
No, but hold on. Let me answer to what you said. You said to me, I'm the only one. So you trying to tell me I'm the only Arsenal fan in the world that wants him to stay? Is that what you're trying to say? Look at the camera. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. You're the.
So you're not saying
that.
Maybe
you're a handful of Arsenal fans that still backs the manager.
Okay, so I'm.
You do. He's right. Okay. Though. You do that.
Okay,
he's right.
So you're handful.
Listen, I know what I look around. I see people's comments. I see people, the experts. Everybody talks about it.
Yeah, but you don't know
everybody see it.
Yeah, but you don't know every.
He's right.
But you don't know every Arsenal fan in the world, do you?
It's time to go.
You don't know every Arsenal fan in the world. You don't know.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you're with him.
I agree with you, sir.
Yeah, but you don't.
Yeah.
It's shame there's not many more. Shame there's not many more.
Thank you very much.
What a great call.
He's got another point.
Fantastic call, mate. Well done.
He's got.
Let me speak.
Go on, mate.
Let me speak. Moving on to the game. Are we as Arsenal fans? Are we really confident after we've seen Arsenal play against a team from Ostersunds? I'm from Sweden, so I know a little bit about them. So,
what do you make of them?
Playing like this, it's a great thing they did. They started from '96. So, listen, we play against a team that is older. It's the same time Arsenal Wenger came into Arsenal. Now we're playing against them. See how low we have gotten. So think about that again.
How low we've sunk.
Can I ask him something? 1 minute.
No.
Can I ask you a question, sir? You watch these.
Yes.
You watch them in Sweden, yeah? What would you say? What level would you say they are at in if they were playing in England? What level?
I think they could be a bottom club in the championship in England. They could actually do that.
Right.
Yeah, because they went through from the many division to come up to the top division in Sweden. So they're doing all right. But you see how many they have on the target? They actually pushed out the defense.
Yeah, they lost 3-0.
Let's see if this. Yeah, let's see if
they lost 3-0. They lost 3-0. So what's your point?
Doesn't matter.
So score doesn't matter then. The score doesn't matter then. You trying to tell me the score doesn't matter?
We should be 6-0.
Are you trying to tell me the score doesn't matter? Are you trying to tell me the score doesn't matter?
We should be 6-0, 7-0 against a team like this. We had Özil and Mkhitaryan on the pitch.
We won 3-0. So what's the point?
Seriously, play like this.
We won 3-0. What's the point?
He's making a point.
Play like this. Can I speak, Isai, please? Play like this against Lazio, against Atletico Madrid, against Milan, against Dortmund. How are we playing away from home this season?
Yeah, but
how many games we have won?
How many games? I'm not sure. Not many.
Because you don't want to remember stuff like that.
Not many.
It's against your.
No, but hold on. I don't want to remember. So now you're telling me. So I don't. So you're telling me what I think now. So you telling me what I think now. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me what I think now.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember. I don't remember. But you are the mystic. You're the mystic man now. You can tell me everything, can't you? So you tell me how many games have we lost? How many games have we lost away from home? Okay, so how many games? No. How many games have we lost away from home this season?
Easy.
How many games have we lost away from home this season?
Let him answer.
How
many games have
you got to answer? Stop. Go on, mate. Go on.
You go.
How many games have we lost away from the league?
Ty, stop talking over him.
You go into every game in the league, so you should know how many games we lost.
No, I'm asking you.
How many games we do. So
I'm asking you. How many games have we lost? If you know everything, how many games have we lost?
Too many games we lost.
So you can't answer then.
Too many games.
So you can't answer. So you're not that
we
clever
lost too
then.
many.
So you can't answer then.
We lost too many games.
You can't answer. So you cannot answer then.
We lost too many games.
Mate,
we lost too many games.
thank you very much for your call. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Know-It-All.
There we go. It was fantastic.
Fantastically inaccurate.
See?
Fantastically inaccurate.
Even a man in Sweden is telling you.
Yeah, a man in Sweden, because he knows more than me, don't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, you can send us in videos as well. Whether you want to talk about the game tonight, whether you want to pose some questions to Ty or to Claude, the Dropbox link is down below. You can say what you want and ask what you want. We're open for any types of questions. It's getting very heated in here. The aircon has got to go on. I think a doctor with a defibrillator might be needed as well, because it is getting heated.
But please, when you send in questions, be able to answer them, please. Or if not, there's no point then. Because I didn't get. You're in Sweden, yeah, but that's all.
Right, it's done now, mate. It's finished.
You might as well say
he's not here.
You might as well say you with Ulrika Johnson for all I care.
What? She don't live in Sweden either.
She's Swedish though. That's how much point he made.
Okay. Cool. We're going to go to another one of the questions. We're going to get this put up onto the screen again. Hopefully the app's connected. This is from Raymond. Oh, no, we've got a phone call. We'll do the questions after. Oh, he's gone. Remember, you can call us on 0203 606 0315. I'm going to do this question, and then we'll put another call through. So it says, this is a question for Ty. It says, if Spurs were to win the Champions League this season, would you still back Wenger and want him to stay?
Who's that by? Who's that from?
That is from Raymond14, at Raymond14.
And who's his team?
He's an Arsenal fan.
He's an Arsenal fan asking me that question?
Yes. That's a very fair question. He wants to know, would you still back Wenger if Spurs pip you to winning the first Champions League title in North London? Would you still back Wenger?
Well, that's never going to happen. Just like last season. The season before, sorry.
Hang on. I remember, I'm going to pull you up here, because I watch a lot of you. You once said, anything can happen in football.
Yeah, anything can happen.
But
that won't happen.
So if Leicester can win the Premier League, Spurs can't win the Champions League.
Well,
that sounds rather hypocritical to me.
Well, you can say what you like, but you're right.
You said you could win the quadruple because anything can happen.
I never said that. No,
now Spurs can't win the Champions League.
Terry, you're misquoting me. I never said that.
You said anything can happen. If Leicester can win the Premier League, anything can... I know it happened. I watched it today. I did my research.
Terry, no, you're very wrong. I never said that we can win the quadruple. I said, and this was my absolute quote, I said, if Leicester can win the league, if we have the luck of Leicester, we can win the quadruple. I never said we can win the quadruple. That is my exact quote.
That's exactly it!
No, it isn't.
If we have the luck, we can win it.
No, but that's
what if Spurs have that luck?
But Spurs are not going to get that luck.
Why?
They're not going to.
Do you hand the luck out? You're the luck god.
They're not good enough.
Because it's Mystic Ty.
They're not good enough.
But
no, Mystic man from Sweden. Come on, answer. Anyway, so like I said, no. If that did happen,
Ty, come on.
Which I don't think. No, hold on. This is my question. No, it's your name, Ty. This is my question. Thank you. It's my question. Thank you very much.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry.
I don't think it will happen. If it did happen, would I still back the manager? Of course I will still back the manager. Because then that means Tottenham would be the luckiest team, more lucky than us, more lucky than even Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry they're going to worry about that.
Are you still interrupting me?
Do you think you could, on a real level though, I know we're having a bit of banter here, right? But how much would it hurt you to see Spurs lift that trophy?
Not as much as it hurt them, us winning the league twice.
I think for me, like them winning that trophy first, because you can't ever trump that.
Well, they can never trump the Invincibles. We won the league twice at White Hart Lane, so...
No, but how would you feel?
How would I feel?
Tell me how you feel. Stop you're very good at deflecting. You used to be a politician. But I'm going to come back to that question.
How do they feel about us winning the league?
No, that's not the question, is it?
Well, then, so you got... I
want to know how you feel, not them. You. Is your heart going to bleed? Are you going to feel sorrow? Are you going to cry?
It would bleed if what's happened to them happened to us. It wouldn't bleed because it's football. And if anything can happen. It wouldn't bleed as long as my team is winning. It doesn't matter what anyone else has done. Huh?
You're not though. But go on, you can answer that question now.
I'll tell you something.
I know you don't back him, but
I'll tell you something. Someone said to me, "You've got a choice: Spurs winning the Champions League, but Arsenal getting relegated." Right? But Arsenal getting relegated would stop Tottenham winning the Champions League. I'll take it.
Wow, that's a passionate fan. Hello, welcome to Fan. We've got another caller on. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
All right, mate, it's Paddy again.
Hello, Paddy.
Paddy.
We know you're a gooner. Are you enjoying the show this evening?
I'm absolutely loving it. It's like the Jeremy Kyle show, mate.
Well, I hope you've been in the football sense and nothing else.
I'd just like to say thanks. I'm on ArsenalFanTV's Instagram story, so yeah. Thanks. I think it's Lumos who's controlling that. So yeah, thanks.
Oh, right, okay. Lumos.
It is. He's sitting here in the studio doing his thing.
Saying things like Miles, which Claude said instead of Miles. Yeah.
It's the third time you brought that up,
because
mate.
That's what I mean when you make a
You've
mistake.
mentioned that mistake more than the Invincibles tonight. I'm shocked.
Well,
Paddy,
Invincibles.
It's amazing It's amazing you don't point out Wenger's mistakes this season, isn't it?
Yeah, you point out the corner's mistake.
You keep quiet about his mistakes.
He might have made mistakes, but I'm sure he will never confuse Miles with. I'm sure he will never confuse Miles with Miles. That's one mistake he didn't make.
Anyway, Paddy.
Exactly.
What's your question, Paddy?
Yeah.
Sorry, Paddy.
Sorry, Paddy.
Sorry, Paddy. He interrupted. You interrupted Paddy. Go on, Paddy. Sorry.
Go on, Paddy.
I'm loving this so much.
Thank you.
I mean, it was quite an important victory because now in the next leg, which is next Thursday, we can now put out a bit more of a relaxed team.
That's right.
And then we can now focus on the cup final, which is on the Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
And then we can. Of course, we might as well play Mkhitaryan next week because he can't play in the cup final. We can relax Ozil, maybe take out Mustafi because you know Mustafi can get an injury here and there, like we found out in international duties.
Yeah.
So I mean, the 3-0 victory does give us a cushion. Of course, we need to still put on that bit of insurance policy on the bench, just like we didn't do in Nottingham Forest.
Not insurance, none needed. Me and Ty can play next week.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. The only reason why is because I don't think he's in shape to play. I'm all right, but I don't know about him.
Hey, you said earlier no personal attacks.
No, it's not.
What, calling him for overweight? It's not personal.
I said that he's not in shape to play. So that what I'm saying that we shouldn't disrespect.
Well, I think Claude is one hunk of a man. And if I was that way inclined, I would definitely be taking this Grant Mitchell lookalike out. I would, is what I say. Paddy, mate, really appreciate your call.
Paddy,
cheers, mate.
All the best,
Cheers, mate.
Take care.
I'm not personally attacking. I'm just saying we still can't afford to underestimate them. In the second leg, we've got to treat it like it's 0-0.
Yeah, could you imagine if you're given that many chances again in the next game?
Yeah, but with no disrespect to them, I don't think they'll even see the ball at Emirates. I don't think.
But also, you say don't play him, but then those players don't play next Thursday.
That was a joke, by the way.
They go into the Man City game, not playing for 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
It's not good.
No, you can lose that bit of that intensity, that match sharpness.
So it's got a bit of a dilemma there. I would play him actually, because if you go into if you've got a lot of them players that are not playing tonight, right? Go into that game, they're not played for 2 weeks.
Yes. That's true, but then what about injuries as well? You don't want to get injuries so close to a final, do you?
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
So it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
Could have done with a game before that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to do something intense behind closed doors, but that's why I actually thought you were better off playing your stronger team tonight, as an example, getting the job done and resting people so close to the final. Then that would have been the way of doing it. But then I'm not Arsene Wenger. But
no, that's true. But then there's the injuries.
But you can get injuries at any time, can't you?
You can, but the thing is,
got one in training, didn't he?
He did, but when you're playing a team like this, no disrespect.
Cool. We have got a video that somebody sent in to us from Andrew, first of all, that we're going to play for you now. So enjoy that, and we'll see you once we return.
Hello, ArsenalFanTV. My reaction to the game was good. Alright, performance. don't know what Bellerin was doing with the penalty. That guy, he's not even good enough for Europa League, so clearly, I think instead of putting Maitland-Niles at left back, we should put him at right back. Isn't that a thing, Wenger? But yeah, it was a good game. We played alright, decent. Tottenham game, yeah, that was a shit, mate. But I wanted to ask a question to Claude and what's that guy name? Ty. The guy that has Ty. Yeah, he has the Arsenal water bottle. Yeah, and my question is, what position do you feel like would be vital? Like, I know we need a centre back and CDM, but like, as Wenger, I don't think Wenger, he's gonna go out and spend 150 million on a centre back and a CDM. So if you were to choose one of the positions, what positions would you choose? And Jesus.
What's your middle name?
Samuel.
So do people call you Jack? What's your surname?
You need to explain the situation.
Okay, then. So what? So people always call you by your double-barreled middle name.
No, because that's not double-barreled. His last name is Maitland-Niles. It's double-barreled.
Okay, then. So people always call you by your middle name.
Because middle name's not double-barreled.
Yeah, but people don't always call Ainsley by Ainsley's middle name. They just call him Ainsley.
No, they don't. They call
yes,
him
they do.
Okay.
Because I call him Ainsley.
Cool. Anyway, look, we got to go back. We're debating names here. We're on Instagram. Obviously, we're back live on YouTube. We did have a question, obviously, from Andrew in that video.
Okay.
We're going to put it to Ty first of all, and please answer it. He was basically saying, like, defence needs to be improved. What defender would you bring in to improve Arsenal?
What's his team?
Doesn't matter what his team is.
I just want to know. Can I know what his team is?
I don't know.
You know, they didn't say what his team is.
It's irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant?
Because I'm asking you what centre back you want at your club. Why does who he support matter?
Because I'm just wondering. I cannot.
He supports Basingstoke. Go on, answer the question.
Basingstoke.
Answer
So
the question.
why would he have a question about us?
Because he's interested. Do you know if it wasn't... You are weird.
Why am I weird?
Because your
But
notion...
he's not. But he's not. He's slagging the manager off, calling the manager a bag of rubbish.
So do you only talk about things that are related
Ask me
to
the
you and
question,
what...
I'll answer it.
Anyway, yeah, Ty, sorry mate. Claude, what centre back would you bring into Arsenal?
Make sure you don't say Knowles. Say Miles.
If we,
Yeah, exactly.
if
You
we
can
got,
answer that.
if we get, do you mind? If we got, if we can get the release clause down, I would go with Toby Alderweireld.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with
Yeah,
that.
'cause that's an interesting one with the release clause. You agree?
I'd agree with
But it's
that.
a Basingstoke question.
Well,
From Basingstoke
at least,
FC.
at least he didn't say Miles, did he? So.
Cool. Wow. Yeah, Toby's thing. I've heard it could be as low as around 25 million. This release clause.
And apparently, yeah.
Would
and
he pick Arsenal though over other suitors? Do you think he'd come to Arsenal?
Well, we hope so. He might
wants
want
to
to stay in London, isn't it?
But I've got a question for on top of that. Then would he give up Spurs to come play in the Europa League?
He wouldn't be giving up. He wouldn't be giving up much. No
Depends.
disrespect, would it really?
I think it's all about money, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
And
But then
when
Arsenal have now
when
broke
London-
their cap, haven't you? So.
Well, hopefully.
Sorry, what are you saying there?
He wants to join a bigger club.
He wants to join a bigger club. Well, you're in trouble then. Now the power shifts happened.
In London.
What power
In
shift?
London.
And
So
Chelsea.
Chelsea doesn't want Chelsea. Wants to go to London.
He wants his agent.
Who's left? Millwall. I'm joking. I'm joking. Look, it'd be. There's no doubt. If Arsenal could bring him in, it'd be an
That would be a fantastic
absolutely
signing. It would be.
tremendous signing.
It would be.
Mate, for me, the best centre back in the league when fit. I think.
Yeah. One of the best. Yeah.
Got to look out for his gambling problem though. He's had a bit of time out from football with gambling.
Well,
allegedly.
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 Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Everything's allegedly. Man.
Allegedly.
Well, allegedly.
We're getting shown pictures here of Sol Campbell laughing. Can you imagine the carnage? I mean, it wouldn't be as bad as Sol Campbell because it was a free. He was
It wouldn't be.
homegrown.
And by the way, that was absolutely disgraceful. The way Sol was treated. Absolutely disgraceful.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I was at Old Trafford when Van Persie played against you lot, and you lot was singing all sorts of nastiness
And
about
that was
him.
wrong as well.
It was your song.
That was.
I know it was our song. I'm not saying it was right. It was when we did it.
Oh, right.
I'm just asking you.
That was wrong. But that was wrong. That was wrong. I don't
She
agree.
said no. I'm not singing
Yeah,
it now.
that is absolutely ridiculous. And our fans.
You don't ever abuse. You abuse no footballers ever.
No. What's the point in abusing?
I heard once that you abused the mascot at West Ham.
Okay, well, once again, you've got the wrong end of the stick. Is that come from
No,
DT then?
no, DT told me that you were trying to have a fight with the Hammer mascot from West Ham.
DT also said I'm deranged, which is not true.
Did you not say that you wouldn't do that down at Millwall, didn't you?
Yeah, I did say that, but that's not abuse. Abuse is swearing, insulting, cursing, abusing. I said
telling
to him,
someone they're overweight. That's,
No. I didn't tell him he's
abusive to me tonight.
How am I being abusive to you? It's not my fault that you
We've
said
got a
no
call.
instead of
We've
Miles,
got a call. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name? And Ty wants to know who you support.
Yeah, good evening.
My name's Ali. I support Chelsea. Yeah, so
You're Ali.
Oh,
okay.
Anyway, Ali, what would you like to say, mate?
So basically, what I want to say is, how does it feel right now to be an Arsenal fan? Especially what happened with Tottenham and Juventus. We see Tottenham literally.
We'll go with Claude first, and we'll come to Claude.
These are the questions I love.
So, how do you feel to be an Arsenal fan right now for you, Claude?
I feel hurt watching Tottenham the other night. They were the way they come back. They showed because if that was us 2-0 down, we would have completely faded out the game. And they came back. They showed character. They showed everything, all the top qualities that you need to be challenging for that trophy.
You talking about Tottenham?
Hang on, go on, Ali.
I'm a Chelsea fan, and obviously we're not doing too well, so I'm not biased at all. But especially what Tottenham done, if it was Arsenal, that wouldn't happen. Especially Arsenal playing on Thursdays nowadays. I think Wenger needs to go. You guys need to have maybe a Simeone needs to come in and literally boss the team. I think you guys need a centre back. Xhaka needs to go. Xhaka is probably the biggest waste of money there's ever. Probably the worst signing of the season. So I think without Wenger, I don't think there's going to be any changes, to be honest. I think Wenger needs to go. You guys need to bring in a centre-back and a defensive midfielder. And I'd have 100% to say there's been a power shift. Tottenham are 100% the biggest team in North London.
You sure you're not playing PlayStation?
I agree. The only thing is that Tottenham need to do, though, is to put a trophy on that.
So then that means there's not a power shift.
I do agree, and it hurts me. It really does hurt me to see the way
I don't agree.
The way they're playing their football.
I'm sorry, I don't agree. It
hurts me to see that we actually had that striker. We actually had that striker on our books. It hurts me.
What, when he was 9 years old?
It hurts me big time, mate.
Ali, go on. What do you want to say, mate? Go on.
So listen, I was watching the game against Juventus. They were 2-0 down. What we saw Tottenham do, I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. See them just boss Juventus like that, holding possession. You got Dembele, probably one of the best in the mids in the whole league. As I say, Arsenal need a Dembele sort of player. Xhaka's not doing it for me. Wilshere's obviously a good player, but you guys need that solid Kante sort of player that's going to be dirty in the middle. And without that sort of change, I don't know how it's going to work. You've got a lot of good attacking players, but there's no balance in the team. Spurs got a good balance in their squad. And I'd happily say there's been a massive power shift.
Yeah, but... go on. But Ali, then you're saying a power shift. So what have Tottenham won then?
Okay, listen.
Hold on. You said there's a power shift. What have Tottenham won?
There has been a power shift.
But hold on. If there's a power shift, that means that Ali, if I listen to what you said, if there's been a power shift, what have Tottenham won? Is my question to you. That's my first question. No, what is the question?
Let him answer. You've answered it. Go on, Ali.
All right, cool. You're talking about trophies. What have you won in the last 7-8 years? Just a few FA Cups. It's not
a few FA Cups. We've won the most FA Cups, Ali, ever. He's not a few FA Cups, my friend. It's not a few FA Cups.
All right, cool. What I'm trying to say is, you take my word, bracket. Last season they finished on top of you. I can't see.
Yeah, they won nothing.
I can't see you guys finishing on top.
Of course you could, but Ali, you're going to, as a Chelsea fan, what are you going to say then? Well, you're going to say that.
Let me ask Ali. Can I ask you a question?
I would say they need to win a trophy.
Yeah. We'll touch on that in a minute. I want to ask Ali one final question before he goes. Right now, you've mentioned you guys ain't doing very well. There's a lot of issues. Would you swap your manager Conte with the problems he has for Wenger?
Oh my God, no chance.
We would have swapped Conte with Arsenal either.
This is the difference.
What's the difference? What's Conte done?
Let me tell you. No, Conte's a quality manager, but if he doesn't do well, Abramovich is going to kick him out. The board is not like that. Wenger runs the whole of Arsenal's run by Wenger.
Absolutely.
He does. Ali, one sec. Ali, mate, absolutely amazing call. Have you on again another time.
Cheers,
brilliant.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Take it.
Cheers.
Yeah,
let's go back to his original question.
Thanks, Ali, but I think you're wrong. You didn't answer the question. Tottenham have not won anything. So
he's gone now. He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
Anyway,
so was Miles.
What was his original question? Do you remember his original question?
His original question was, how do you feel?
So how do you feel as a fan right now?
I don't feel nonplussed. Why is it? What I don't understand is, what is a Chelsea fan ringing up to ask an Arsenal fan?
Because he loves football.
Yeah, but if you love football, why don't you ring up and say, how would you think Chelsea fans feel? Why are you asking me?
Because you're an Arsenal fan and he wants to ask you.
But he's a Chelsea fan. So why is he ringing up asking me that?
I'm going to take the rose-tinted glasses off, yeah?
Well, put the
and it
hurts
me. It hurts me. But they're playing. They played some great football
and they've won
against
nothing.
us. And
they've won nothing.
And they look miles ahead of us.
Okay, then
they look miles ahead.
Did they play great football when we beat them 2-0 Emirates? Did they play great football then?
Well, no, because...
Okay then, so there was no power shift then.
That was then.
What do you mean that was then?
But
hold on.
This is the business end of the season.
Hold on.
This is when it matters.
Don't say that was then. But
this is the business end of the season.
You can't say that was then, because Manchester City have not started winning now. They started winning when they were breaking records. Isn't it? That's why they you can't say that was
let me just slow this down a second. So the power shift, this brought us onto the power shift conversation. Obviously, let me finish. Yeah. So obviously, I had a big debate on Saturday after the North London derby about the power shift. And I listened to it back, and the guy was right, and so was I. But the problem you have with the power shift is nobody clearly, and my point where we're both right is, the definition of the power shift is what needs debating over whether it's not happened. Because my definition of power shift is who the better team is right now. It's not about who's won the most trophies, whose history is more decorated. Some people believe the power shift is when you're winning more, when you've got the biggest records, and when you can attract the better players. So, so from your point of view, what in your mind, what is a power shift?
I'll tell you what a power shift is. When Tottenham ended up higher than us last season and we won the FA Cup for the record time, I saw Tottenham fans and they was trying to say to me, "Oh, what happened to you?" I said, "Hold on, you've ended up higher than us when?" It's like this, Terry. I'll break it down to you, like I broke it down to the Tottenham fans.
Yep.
I said, 22 years we end up higher than Tottenham. That means that I, or you, or Claude, or Terry, or Jack, sorry, or Lumos, you're Terry, sorry, or Ross, could have had a baby and risen. Your lovely son, Archibald, could be 22. 22 years we end up higher than them. That means you could have raised Archibald. Archibald's a little boy now.
Let me ask you this question.
We're talking about now.
So, hold on. So what I'm saying is,
it's going to take them that long to be big and power shifted.
Well, that's what, if they can end up 22 years.
No.
Sorry, that's sorry. No, let me finish, please. Let me finish. Sorry about that.
Prop it in my eye. I see the water drop.
Sorry. So what I'm saying is, we've done it for 22 years in a row. That's a whole adult life from 0 to 18 to 21.
Let me stay down a second. So let me try and paraphrase. So you're saying a power shift is when a team catches up on all your accomplishments.
Absolutely. And then
by your definition of power shift, Man City don't have the power of Man United right now.
No, listen, I wish they did.
But they don't.
No, they don't, because what Manchester United have done.
So we're still the biggest team in England.
No, I wouldn't say.
I wouldn't say the biggest team. Listen, but you said we were. I'm kind of putting you in a corner here because you said that Liverpool are the biggest team still, but Man United have beaten their record. So based on your definition,
haven't won 5 Champions Leagues, have they?
But we've won more. We've won more trophies.
But Manchester United have won 5 Champions Leagues.
Listen, but we've won more. Major trophies than they have.
Not in all.
Yes, we have.
You won 5 Champions Leagues.
No, we won more trophies. You add up all the Premier Leagues and all the big European Cups and FA Cups and the big trophies, yeah? So we've won more.
How many of you lot won?
I don't actually know the exact number. We're 3 or 4 ahead of them.
Apparently, Liverpool, from what I understand, Liverpool have won the most.
No.
But I'm not sure.
Then if you take out Charity Shields,
I can't be quoted on that.
We're at the top. But I'm trying to ascertain. So your version of a power shift is when you've won more, done all this,
and you've then done more.
Well, then it's going to take 30 or 40 odd years. But the question, and I agree with you more. For me, it's more about the here and now. So
no, because you know the reason why, Terry. Sorry to interrupt. The reason why I say it's not here and now, because the thing is, when I saw the Tottenham fans, I said, "What happened to you last season?" Oh, don't talk about last season. But yeah, if they'd won last season, that's what I mean. Some Tottenham fans always want to move the goalposts. Because they apparently challenged Leicester for the league, but they didn't win it. But we ended up higher than you. We went there for, it doesn't matter, but we end up hiding you.
Okay, no, so, I understand. I get you on that point. I agree with you on that point there. Yeah. Me and you disagree on what power shift means. Yeah. So that's why there's no point us debating it because their definition is different. And
that's fine.
Sometimes
a lot of you can't go on FA Cups because if you go on winning FA Cups, you can say that Wigan have got a power shift over Tottenham because they won it a few years ago.
Well,
they won more than Tottenham.
No, but
that's what I'm trying to say.
I understand that. Yeah.
No, but that's
what's it. So when Wigan won the FA Cup, have they got a passion?
We're not talking about FA Cups. We're talking about winning the league at Old Trafford. We're talking about Invincible.
That was before. And now it's not happening now, is it? That's gone. It's history.
You didn't see.
We're now in this time.
Did you
It's
see the comment from-
2018.
Did you see the comment from the man that you should calm down for your blood pressure? You didn't see that
Well,
comment.
you're making me because you talk absolute crap all the time.
No, but the thing is, I'm not
You
the one
talk-
who said Miles. Let's get this straight. So
What's that got to do with it?
Well then, so you said I'm talking crap. Did I say miles?
There is miles.
Did I say miles? Well then, so
You
don't
say
say
kilometres.
that. Don't say that then.
Kilometres, miles,
If you're
whatever.
saying I'm talking crap, you're the one who said miles, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FanPark
You're
Live.
the one who said miles. Exactly.
You're bringing up miles.
So now you're
Who
laughing.
cares about bloody
you see,
miles?
So now you're laughing.
Or
So
kilometres,
that's
or
one.
bloody
All
whatever.
I have to do is say miles to you, and that will make you calm down.
Christ.
But like what I was saying, that you're saying that. I'm sorry, you cannot count things on one season. That's absolutely ridiculous. You count on the season's gone past, and Tottenham are
No,
not.
you don't. You count what's happening now.
Okay, let's
Okay, then.
guys, let me just. We've got a call, and then we're gonna come back to
I
this.
don't believe this.
I
don't
I
believe
love
this.
this game.
I don't believe this.
Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name, buddy?
Hello, my name's Rocky.
Rocky.
Hello, Rocky.
What's happening? Who do you support?
I support Arsenal.
Right, Rocky.
What do you want to say, mate? What do you want to say?
I would like to say, Ty,
Yeah.
I disagree with you a lot because I think you're a very delusional person.
Pardon?
He thinks you're delusional.
So you know me then, do you?
No, he's basing it on what you say.
You know me,
I
so
think
you know me then to call me delusional. You know me, do you?
I don't know you. But
Okay then, so you
after
can't.
I
So
speak-
if you don't know me, how can you call me delusional
but
then?
I'm speaking
That is
to-
your perception.
Can you be
Your
quiet?
perception of what you think.
Shush, I'm speaking.
No, don't be rude. Don't be rude, mate, because you called me. So don't be rude. Don't be rude, because you called me. Don't be rude, my friend. There's no. There's no type of rudeness on this show. You know, listen, you called me. So don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude, because you called me. No, don't be rude, because you called me. You called me, so don't be rude, okay? Don't be rude. No, listen, don't be rude, because you called me. Don't tell me to shut down. You called me.
Let the caller talk. He's spending money
Don't be
calling.
rude then. So don't be rude
Excuse
then.
me.
Go on.
Don't be rude.
Ty, let him speak.
You're a very aggravating person.
Yeah, because you know me, don't you?
Stop talking. He's a child. Let him speak.
Yeah, he shows it. He should be doing his homework.
You're a very aggravating person.
Yeah, because you know me, don't you?
Stop talking over him. Let him speak.
Don't be rude, man.
For Arsene Wenger,
Go watch Nickelodeon,
when he does the wrong things. We're sixth
Go and
place.
watch Children
We're
Channel.
sixth place in the league, and our defense is a shambles. We may have won today 3-0, but
Oh, because that don't matter,
the
does it?
chances that we let them create and how we lost against Tottenham were not good enough. Wenger doesn't have the mindset to help us progress in the league. And the fact that you stick up before him
That's
is
what I
very
do.
annoying.
Arsene Wenger. And I don't care if it's annoying. It's what I think.
Rocky.
Okay? It's what I think.
Well said, Rocky.
It's what I think.
Rocky,
Okay?
Rocky.
It's a shame, Rocky. It's a shame you're not old enough to live up to your name, isn't it?
You should take a bottle of Claude's book, Ty, because you're very delusional, and I don't.
Yeah, because you know me, don't you?
Hey,
You know me, don't you?
I don't have to know you to.
You don't know me then, so if you don't know me, don't tell me what I'm like. If you don't know me, don't tell me what I'm like. If you know you don't know me, goodbye, and do your homework.
My homework's done, bro.
Wait,
What's that, sorry?
Rocky, great call. Thank
What
you,
did he
my
say?
friend. Thank you. Listen.
What did he say?
He said his homework's done. Thank you.
Oh, that's good then. Well,
Listen,
if it's good, then don't
Ty, on the level, right?
on the level, Tom. Can I say something? Listen,
Terry, my name is.
Sorry, Terry. No, can I just say
Tom?
something? No, can I just say
Don't
something?
kid on
No.
our turn.
Let me just don't. Let me say something on
And
the
you
real.
had to go and say about
Let me
homework.
say something on the real. Listen. We appreciate you ringing up, but don't ring up and be rude, please. Because I'm not being rude to anybody out there.
No, he's
So
not
don't
being
ring. He is being rude. When you're telling me to shush, you're being rude. Because I'm not telling you to shush. You're ringing us, aren't you? So if you're ringing us, can you not be rude, please? Because I'm not being rude to
Listen,
anybody.
Ty, listen.
If you're a kid,
Ty, we've got to move on.
Learn
Move
some
on.
respect.
We've got to move on. We've got to move on.
What
We've got another video to play for you now. That's been sent in to us via Dropbox. I have to say, this is the greatest FanPark Live I have ever done. These two are amazing. And it's not scripted. Enjoy the video. We'll be back very shortly for you.
Good evening, gentlemen. Candid News, yours truly. Please follow me on Facebook. I won't shout out to Ty. Ty, you must admit it's time for Wenger to leave our club. Wenger out, Ancelotti in. And the only reason why we won this match was because they were so poor defensively. But there were so many opportunities for Ostersunds actually to tear our midfield into pieces. Thanks very much, guys. Be safe. I'm out.
Hi, ArsenalFanTV. Ty and Claude, thank you for being passionate fans of our beloved club. My question for both Ty and Claude is, even if the manager decides to stay, knock on wood that he leaves, but let's say if he stays, tactically, what type of changes would you want to see happen in the team? One of, I think, the biggest concerns, I believe, in how the team sets up is that our wingbacks push forward too far, and instead they should be tucking in to provide additional support to Granit Xhaka or whoever the deep line midfielder is. The second thing is that I don't think that in football we have that defensive midfielder anymore. I think we have deep line playmakers who can read the game, control the game, but can initiate the offense. So I think that's where sometimes you get a little bit misguided. What do you think?
Do you want me to find it for you and pass it back to you?
Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoyed those videos. Ty has now just calmed down. But look.
I haven't calmed down. No, I ain't calmed down.
He hasn't calmed down.
I ain't calmed down.
Listen, so we're going to do some player ratings. We're going to do some player ratings now. Okay, we'll do some player ratings. So I'll start with Claude. Your goalkeeper tonight, Ospina. What would you rate him out of 10? Save the penalty.
Yeah, saved the penalty. Give him 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Let's go Bellerin for you.
Oh, should I say the usual comments? Because Rocky knows, doesn't he? Hector 7. Hector 7.
Chambers.
Yeah, they're comfortable, weren't they? I'll give them 7. Yeah, 7.
And you got Mustafi next to him.
Rocky, where are you? You got answer? 7. Yeah, it's true.
You give it a 7. Okay, your left back tonight was who's the left back tonight? Monreal. Yeah, mate, he scored a goal. What would you give him?
Yeah, scored again. No, hasn't let us down this season, really. I mean, he had a bad game on Saturday, but bounced back tonight. I'll give him a 7 tonight.
7. Mr. Maitland-Niles in the middle.
Not Maitland-Niles. Okay. Ainsley, Rocky, where are you? Rocky, you can answer. Ainsley, I'll give him a 7 as well. Because Rocky knows everything, don't he?
Cool. You had
Rocky knows me, don't he?
Awobi. El Neni, sorry, first.
All the way home tonight.
Oh, yeah.
About Rocky.
Rocky Balboa.
What were we on?
El Neni.
Reasonable job. 6 out of 10. Nothing much.
I'll let you do Ozil.
Mesut, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
It's not. Who's the other guy who was up there? Awobi. Was that Awobi started?
Alex, yeah.
Alex Awobi.
Another good. He had a right game. I think he's been playing well lately as well. I was surprised he was on the bench on Saturday. I'm going to give him 7 tonight.
7 for him. Super Danny Welbeck.
Why do you say Super Danny Welbeck?
That's what we called him at Old Trafford. I love Danny Welbeck. I'm being respectful. Seriously.
Danny didn't do much.
That's why you let him go.
Should have had chances. He didn't let him go personally. I'll give Danny 7 out of 10.
Oh, Mkhitaryan played, didn't he? Yeah. Instead of who?
Yeah, Mkhitaryan.
He played in the middle of the 3.
No, I know, but have I only done 10 players?
Yeah,
Mkhitaryan, sorry. 7. He done all right. And then the big question. What would you rate Wenger this evening? You can go first.
The manager... 7.
7.
8 out of 10 because the job was done, so...
And would you agree with that 8 out of 10?
Oh, that's a bit strong, 8.
Of course he's strong.
I'll give him 6.
Try 10.
I mean, we're on the opposition. It's it's hard to mark him on this one because it's a no-win one for him. I wouldn't like to mark him down or up on this one.
Well, that's interesting.
So give him like a solid 6. Yeah, that's good. Got a few questions from the Instagram people this evening. This is from j._fortune, spelt very snazzily with O's and upper and lowercase. I love when people do that. It says, Claude and Ty, who do you think Arsenal should sell?
Ooh.
Go to Claude first on this one. Who would you say? Which one player out of everyone do you want Wenger to say on your back to?
Well, will he be here in the summer?
Let's just say Wenger's here. Who would you sell?
Who would I sell if it was down to me? You know what I'm going to say? Granit Xhaka. I think he's done nothing for me this year. I think if we can get some money back for him.
Cool. That's a tough question.
So, any of the players you're not happy with, Ty, or you don't think are good enough for your club?
I don't know. The question is, can we afford to sell anyone without bringing in reinforcements? I don't know. That I can't answer because I'd have to look at the squad. I think the players we should have sold, like people like Matthew Debussy, he's gone. Theo's gone, unfortunately. Even
but they're already gone. Who's there you'd sell?
So no, what I'm saying is that you're asking me. So I'm saying to you, I'm trying to look at the squad. At the moment, I don't see anyone we can or should sell if we're not going to make ourselves weaker. Because at least
you're going to bring people in, of course. But if you could get rid of one player and then say Toby's coming in from Spurs, which centre back would you sell to make space for him? I'll narrow it right down.
I don't know. That's a difficult one because I wouldn't get rid of anyone at the moment. I wouldn't get rid of Callum. Callum and Rob are not playing at the moment.
We have to get rid of a centre. I would get Koscielny out.
I wouldn't get rid of Lauren. I wouldn't get rid of Lauren. So that's a difficult one. Possibly someone I wouldn't want to sell it would be maybe Mohammed El-Neni, but I really wouldn't want to sell it.
Cool. Another question that's been sent in here by Scott_TJ05, who says, with Lacazette out and Danny Welbeck not at his best, do you think it's time to start considering some more youngsters?
Yeah.
So you've got that young lad. Is it Eddie? What's he?
Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, Eddie Nketiah up front. Would you?
Well, I don't know.
Would you prefer him?
Eddie Nketiah, yeah, I would like to see him getting a chance, but is he quite ready for the bigger games? I wonder. I'm not so sure.
Would you rate him over? Would rather him? Look, the Europa League. You saw Man United play. They were forced to. They brought in Rashford, the youngster, who rose to the occasion, and it was the making of him. And he's still got a long way to go. He's not finished the article yet. But you look at Danny Welbeck, and
that was the Europa League.
It was Europa against
the Norwegian side, wasn't it?
Michelin,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
He came in, and then a few days later, he knocked a couple of goals past us. Didn't he?
I weren't even going to mention that.
Yeah.
I weren't going to do that. But it's.
Yeah, I agree with
But
you.
you look like Danny Welbeck isn't a goal scorer, really. He doesn't score many goals. He's injured a lot. Is it right?
That's the worry for me.
It is. If he goes, is it not right? Just give one of your youngsters. Your academy's there to produce players. Give them a chance. And do you know what? If he flies, it could be the making of him.
Yeah, well, but I don't know. I can understand that, but I don't know if that's going to be. It's only going to be in. Well, I don't know where can it be? Where can it be? Because can we afford?
Yeah.
Possibly the second leg against this team, possibly. But starting up front in the Premier League game, no. I don't think they're ready yet.
Cool. So I'm just going through comments here on a number of channels. I'm just looking at Claude's, ArsenalFanTV, my channel, The Football Terrorist. Everybody's quite unanimous that Rocky is now a cult legend outside of the movie.
Balboa is. Yeah,
this guy. A lot of people are saying this guy knocks you out like Balboa.
Of course he does.
With his words, that's what people are saying.
Of course he does. He really knocked me out because I'm dazed, aren't I? My gosh, Rocky, where are you?
He's rattled you.
No, the thing is, he hasn't rattled me. I don't mind. I don't mind people saying, but don't be rude. That's where I take exception about rudeness.
12-year-old has got you.
So
guys, where I take exception, sorry, Terry, is rudeness. You don't have to be rude. You can say what you like, but don't be rude because you don't have to tell me to shush.
We have more Dropbox videos.
Rattled by who? Rocky. Rocky's a biscuit that can be broken.
Oh wow, Dad, I hope you're proud of what I'm doing with my life. We've got more drop boxes for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy, and we'll be back in a little moment.
Hi you guys watching on FanPark Live. Subscribe to Claude and subscribe to The Football Terrace and subscribe to ArsenalFanTV. So my review of the game was I thought we played well. I thought we played as well as we needed to play, if not a little bit better than I thought we were going to play. I thought that our young players impressed me today. Maitland-Niles especially performed on a reasonably small stage, but still performed today, and that's why I would maybe give him my man of the match. Now, the thing is, I just want to pause Claude and Ty a question, which is, do you think the blue kit, the blue away kit for Arsenal, do you think it's done us badly this season, and do you think it's let us down? Because we've done well in the black and pink kit, and we've done well in our home kit, but the away kit, the blue kit, has let us down. So why is that? Claude and Ty, that's my question to you. Thanks guys for watching this little video from me, Mr. Junior Gunner. Of course, I have a YouTube channel, Mr. Junior Gunner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.
Question for you. Why can you not just let him go? Yes, we've won a couple FA Cups, but we really haven't done anything since 2006 where we made the Champions League final, and we haven't won the league since 2004. Why is it so hard for you to accept that the game's changed? You're starting to sound like a U.S. national team fan. Like I always tell people, that is not a good thing, because they're the most deluded set of fans. So please, why can't you just let him go? And Claude, best part of Arsenal TV, thanks for taking this question, man.
Thank you very much for that video being sent in. Remember, you can send them in to us via the Dropbox. Just to paraphrase what the guy was going through there, he was asking Ty just why can't we let Wenger go? And also, he said, Claude, you are the best thing from Arsenal Fan TV.
Thank you very much, man. That's brilliant. That's fantastic to know.
Next.
Thank you very much.
Next. Next.
That, you know.
Next.
Doesn't like it, does he?
Rocky, come on. Oh, no. Sorry, go away.
You don't want Rocky on again to knock you out, do you?
He didn't knock me out.
I think Rocky won that debate.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
He caught you with that left in the chin.
Wow, the thing is, look at my chin. There's not even any dirt on it. Verbally.
We've got a phone call coming through. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support?
Hello, I'm Louis. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Hello, mate. Hello, Louis. What do you want to say this evening?
Yeah, just saying. I think Ty's a bit deluded.
Yeah, do you know me? Do you know me? I'm sorry, but do you know me? Do you know me? No, I'm sorry, no, but do you know me?
Hang on, Ty. Let the man. I'm going to jump in this just to control it. Can you explain to us, and I'll give you the right to... You can say you want, and then you can come back, Ty. Why do you feel Ty's deluded? What is it that he says that makes you feel that he is?
I think being a Wenger in fan...
no, I'm an Arsenal fan, mate. There's a difference.
Well, no, you do.
There's a difference between Arsenal fan and
and you want Wenger to stay.
You shush, Jack.
I'm more with Claude, and I hate Wenger. And
you hate Wenger, but yet you support the club. You're saying... So let me just... You hate the manager, but you support the club. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
How does it? How do you hate the manager and support the club? Tell me.
Well, I've been an Arsenal fan for 17
No,
years.
but how do you hate the manager and support the club? Tell me. How does that work then? So when the manager comes out, you boo him, do you? So when the manager comes on the touchline, do you boo him? When the manager comes on the touchline, do you boo him?
I never liked the manager.
Sorry, no, but you said you hate him, but you support Arsenal. So when the manager comes out, do you boo him then? Because that's what you do to someone you hate, isn't it?
I do boo.
You do boo.
I booed earlier when.
And you think that is okay for a fan to boo the club manager? You think that's okay?
Yes.
Okay then. Well, goodbye. Thanks for the phone call.
You are still live on the air because I control the phones here. Anything else you would like to say about this evening?
I'm loving Claude. That is passion, and I believe him and DT are correct about Wenger, and you should go.
There we go.
Say that again.
Mate, thank you very much for your
What
call.
did he say?
Great
Basically saying, look, no, he says about the whole Wenger in, Wenger out situation, he believes that the approach that DT and Claude have is right and that yours is delusional.
No, the thing about that is that, I'm sorry, I don't know where this debate is going. Because where do we go from I'm deluded to you hate the manager? Hate. Hate is a very strong word. We're talking about football, aren't we? We're not talking about any other subject,
look, I think, look, I'm gonna answer that question.
So
when people say hate in the football context, I don't think they hate it like they want to kill him. Terry, they hate him being at the football club is what they mean.
That's fine. But then with anything, we've got to clarify what we mean and what we're talking about, because words are very, very, very strong. So if you're saying that now, you're saying you hate him, that's a very strong word from you're saying you don't like him, you think he should leave.
So there's a guy on Instagram quickly he's asking, would you rather have Wenger or Guardiola? If you had the chance to swap.
Yeah,
you might need to reiterate that.
Yeah, so we had a question come through from Insta that Ross just shared with us, and you guys can answer this in the live comments wherever you are. We'll do the call and we'll come back to this question. It's a big question. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support?
My name is Joe.
And who do you support, Joe?
I support Charlton Athletic, and I've got a mate called Bill next to me who supports Arsenal.
Top boys! Top boys. What do you want to say this evening?
Up the attic.
We just want to say I think it might be time for Wenger to leave. I think if you look at our recent...
Sorry, can you start that again? Ty was talking.
Sorry, no, Claude was.
Alright, we think that it might be time for Wenger to go. We think the recent away records for Arsenal this season, they've only won 3 games. From a League One perspective, I think it might be time for him to go.
Charlton Athletic fan.
So is that
in League One thinks Wenger should go. What's your response?
No, is that a question or is that a comment?
It's a comment.
It's a comment, yeah.
Okay, then I don't agree. That's all. I don't agree. That's all. That's all. I don't agree. That's all I'll say to that.
And why is that? Why is that?
Why is that? Why don't I agree?
Yeah.
Why should I? Tell me why I should agree.
No, he's asked you a question.
No, but that's was it a comment or a question?
No, but then he said it's a comment. You said you don't agree, and then he asked you a question as to why don't you agree. So it's your turn to answer it.
But why? What if I back the manager? Why would I agree with that?
But tell him why you back the manager.
He knows why, but he knows why.
He doesn't. He's asking.
So you don't know why I back the manager?
Yeah. Why do you back him?
Oh no! So somebody just said yes. They know.
No, he says yes. Why do you back him? So so tell him why you back him.
Sorry. Can you say that again? So you asking me why I don't think the manager should go, or I back the manager, or what? Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So what we're trying to say is, why do you back the manager even after how Spurs have had a power shift kind of? And,
they were okay. Go on. Well, first of all, go on. Sorry, go on.
And how the recent away record this season is just not been up to scratch, you know.
Okay, then. So last season, what happened?
We're not talking about last season.
No. Hold on. No, you said one of you said there's a power shift, yeah?
Yeah, a mini power shift, yeah.
There's not, but tell me the power shift. Tell me how much the power shift is, because what I see is that last season we won the FA Cup for the record time. Tottenham ended up hiding us. They didn't win the trophy. This season we're through to the Carabao Cup final, and Tottenham are ahead of us in the league. But are they going to win anything?
Yeah, but you look at Tottenham last night. They're playing Juventus away. And we're in the Europa League playing against.
And we've been in the Champions League for 20 years. How long have Tottenham been in the Champions League?
We've done nothing.
We've done nothing. So what? So we didn't get to the final then.
Okay, we got to the final.
Okay, so we haven't done nothing then.
Well, we haven't won it though.
No, but we got. You said we did nothing, so we have done something then. Tottenham have done nothing. The thing about that is, Tottenham to me, without disrespecting them, are Johnny come latelys, and I can't believe Claude is even saying this because they've done nothing.
It's not Claude. It's Claude.
It's Claude.
I'm sorry, Claude. Miles. I mean Claude. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Have you not killed him?
Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that there is not. I don't think there's a mini power shift, and I'll always back the manager for what the manager has done. It's not been like we've won it this season. I understand that, but we have got through to a final at Wembley.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I also wanted to add a comment that I've been watching the Arsenal loanee at Charlton, Steffi Mavridini.
Oh, Steffi, yeah, Steffi.
He is absolutely quality. He's running rings around League One defenders, and I've got to say, I reckon he'll make it in Arsenal first team one day.
Well, we hope so. We hear he's doing well. I've been lucky enough to see him in under 23s, and he's a good player, and I hope he does.
I'd love for him to stay because.
Oh really? What?
The championship easily.
What you like him to sign fully?
I'd love him to sign fully.
Oh right. Okay. Well, that's very kind of you. We hope he does well for Charlton, and we wish Charlton
let's hope they can get
the best of luck.
This year, is it?
That's it.
Playoffs?
Mate, really appreciate your call. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the phone call.
Great call, by the way.
You see, Rocket up one. That's how you talk to people.
All right.
Yeah. Well, this is I think this is the final call we're taking tonight. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name and who do you support?
Right.
My name's Ahmed and I support Manchester United.
Good boy. Hello. Sorry. Anyway, back to normal. What would you like to say, Ahmed?
My question for Ty is, what was going through your mind when you said that Arsenal lost against Watford because you were raining?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What was going through my mind?
How can the rain affect the match?
So then, let me ask you a question. How do you know about ArsenalFanTV?
What do you mean? How do I know?
How do you know about ArsenalFanTV? Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you an Arsenal fan? But are you an Arsenal fan?
No.
So why are you watching ArsenalFanTV then? Let me ask you.
My it's free.
Because it's free. So you don't watch. Yeah. You don't watch Redman TV.
I do, but still. You watch
Full-Time Devils. Do you watch Full-Time Devils?
How can the weather affect the match?
No. Do you watch Full-Time Devils?
That's irrelevant. Ask the question. Hang on. Sorry, caller. I'm going to cut in because I want the question to be answered. It doesn't matter what other YouTube channels he watched. Doesn't matter. He's a Man United fan. The question was what was going through your mind when you blamed losing to Watford on the rain?
I didn't blame it.
Thank you, Terry.
I didn't blame on him, but I don't. But what? So you're ringing up to ask me that? You could ask me all the questions. You're asking me that.
Yeah, and Ty, tell me, if Wenger leaves, will you also leave with him? Or will you stay at Arsenal?
I'm sorry. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, Ty.
Do you know? No. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. Do you know who I am? Do you know me? Do you know me? Do you know me?
We've just gone very gangster.
No, I'm not at all. I'm saying, do you know? No, because the thing is, you asked me a question, and I don't mean that. You can hear Claude in the background saying Miles, but I know the thing is.
You're a joker.
Let me. No. Hold on.
You're a joker.
No, hold on. You're the joker, mate, because you rang me. So no, you're the joker. Because I said to you, no, and don't get me wrong. No. Can you let me speak, please? No, because I'm going to deal with this. Why am I'm not saying who I am in any famous way. I'm saying, do you know about me? Do you know who I am?
No, I don't.
Okay then. So if you don't know who I am, how can you then say if
I don't care who you are? I don't care who you are.
Let me tell you something, Ahmed. Let me tell you something. I've been an Arsenal fan longer than Arsenal has been at the club. Okay. Do you know how old was you? How old was you in 1992? Was you even born in there? Was you born then?
5.
Okay then. Yeah, I was going games then, mate. I was going.
I don't care. I'm just saying that.
No, I was going games then.
I'm not saying my mum and dad had sex.
How's that his fault? How's he? It's not his fault. His mum and dad had sex. What's that got to do with anything?
I'm not saying that.
Well, they did have him.
Ahmed, you. No, hold on. You are a Manchester United fan, and you're trying to question me about my loyalty for the club. Have you ever been to Old Trafford?
Yeah, I have.
How many times?
Like 5.
I've been there 500 times. All right. Yes, I have. Yes, I have, my friend. Yes, I have. I've been going since 91, 92.
Hang on.
Claude and Ty, I have a question.
So the thing is, you cannot question my allegiance to the club. You're ringing up to ask me that. Worry about your own club, my friend. Worry about your own club, my friend. Okay. Worry about your own club.
My team's doing good. My team's doing good. I'm second.
I don't need to answer. It's irrelevant.
My team's doing good.
It's irrelevant. Be rude. He's the one who questioned me. And called me a joker. You watch ArsenalFanTV.
Just to clarify, Man United and Arsenal haven't even played each other 300 times in history.
What's that? Okay, then. Calculate.
I had to Google that, but I just wanted to check.
Okay, then. So calculate how many times from 91, 92, 93 to now. I've gone to more games Old Trafford than you, and I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but what's that? Hang on. Sorry. Let me bring this all back. Sorry. Ahmed, sorry, 1 second. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
It's not nasty. It's not nasty. He's the one that tried to call me out.
Stop a second.
Fans in Singapore that watch every game, you're a bigger fan than them because you've been going to Arsenal.
Are you Ahmed now?
Listen, can we all just stop talking 1 second?
I have one more question, eh?
Ahmed, 1 sec, mate. 1 sec. I want to bring this back. I want to bring this back a second. Can you answer Ahmed's first question? Because one thing I would say about you tonight, Ty, I've got on you really well. You haven't answered anybody's question.
I have answered.
You haven't. What was going? What made you blame the rain?
I said what I think. And I said what I think, and that's it. I said everyone is entitled to say what I think. I said what I think. Nothing was going through my mind. I said what I think. What was going through Alex Ferguson's mind when he said that the Manchester United players couldn't see each other because of the kids? What about that? What about that? What about that?
Ahmed, anything else?
Ahmed, I understand your.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course
you
do.
want the question answered.
Yeah, thank you, Claude.
I think what happened. What happened? No, I can answer it for him.
No, you can't. You're not me.
I'll answer it.
You're not me.
Let Claude speak, please.
I'll answer it. Well, when the water goes in your eyes, yeah, it can affect you.
Exactly, like a female linesman. And you can also slag off a female linesman when she's officiating, can't you?
What? What's it got to do with female linesman?
No, because that's what he said.
I have one more question there. If you had the choice, would you swap Diego Simeone for Arsene Wenger or not? Or would you keep Arsene Wenger?
Would you swap Simeone for Arsene Wenger?
I don't know. Why don't you answer the question, Ahmed? Because you seem to know me. You answer it for me.
Okay, I would say Diego Simeone because Wenger is just a shit manager. That's reality.
There we go. Ahmed, we really appreciate your call.
Ridiculous, Ahmed.
Listen,
thanks and goodbye.
He's gone.
What? Please watch Redman TV.
He's already gone.
Sorry, Full-Time Devils.
No, send him to the Football Terrace or the United Stand, please.
Oh yeah, and those two as well. I can't believe what kind of questions are these? A Manchester United fan is going to ring up and ask me that.
Yes.
Why?
Listen, can I tell you why, Ty? And I'm not speaking for him. Do you know why? Because ArsenalFanTV is bigger than Arsenal in terms of it's got a wider. No. Listen, let me finish talking. You don't let people finish, and you start talking, and you let me. No, I didn't say that. It's not what I was going to say. Let me finish speaking. It's bigger than Arsenal in terms of it's broader than the Arsenal fan base. There are people that don't even watch football that watch ArsenalFanTV. So firstly, Robbie probably wouldn't appreciate you telling non-Arsenal fans not to watch it. first and foremost.
I didn't say don't watch
and
it.
listen,
I said
everybody,
watch
whether you
FanPark
support
TV.
Basingstoke, Man United, Arsenal, or Shanghai Noon, whoever, it doesn't matter. You're allowed an opinion on football. Do you know why people are asking you questions, Ty? Because they're asking you questions because they watch your videos. You're an influencer on YouTube. You're part of the biggest football influencer YouTube channel in the world. So people want to understand what's going on in your mind. And the irony is, you get angry with people for calling you deluded and judging your mindset, but then you won't answer people's question about your mindset. So people will make their own minds up. It's down to your...
It's your what they want then.
No, they can't because you get angry about it.
What
So
I'm
it's
angry about is the way people are coming across.
Because you won't answer questions. You've deflected every single question tonight.
What did Ahmed say? He said, what was going through your mind? Why didn't you ask, instead of saying, why didn't you say that? What do you mean what's going through my mind? There's nothing wrong with my mind. My mind is clear.
No one's saying anything wrong with you. That's what I'm asking.
No, but the thing is, it's the way the question is phrased, Terry. It's the way the question is phrased.
Okay, but you've got to sometimes take away the way it's phrased and look at what people are meaning by it. People can't understand you giving that excuse, so they want to know why you said it.
Well, there's a lot of things in the world we can't understand. That's life, isn't it? I say what I think.
Okay, cool.
I say what I think.
But listen, ladies and gentlemen, for me...
Thanks very much for all the calls. Sorry if I'm being... I got annoyed and all that, but what I will say is that I don't appreciate people being rude. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that because if you're gonna
listen, I need to do one last thing. I need to bring up, and I'm going to put it to you. So when we had Mr. DT and obviously Robbie in here, and
thank you. Thanks
and you wanted to bring this up. We talked about it earlier about the story.
Well, I had to. After
the story about DT saying that you were late to a game by X amount of minutes on your way to West Ham away when they were still down Green Street, and you said you were late because you were on a bus.
No, I never said that.
And the reason you were late is because you didn't want to get off the bus and walk down the street because you'd paid the bus ride to take you to the stadium.
Which is not true.
Can you tell us what happened? Can you tell us in your own words?
I can tell you what happened in the 3 instances. And I could take... First of all, I'm not deranged. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not deranged. So, I'm not saying it for him at all. And the first one is, he said about the bus, he said about the mascot, and there's something else he said, which I can't remember now.
About your shoes.
So, no, the shoes are irrelevant. Whatever I wear is whatever I wear. I don't even care about the shoes.
No, he wasn't being rude about that. He was saying how dedicated you are to the club, and so was Robbie. And then they both said that. What I would say, they both said how amazingly dedicated you are to the football club.
Yeah, Robbie said that. And Robbie was saying that I'm a nice person, and feelings mutual, Robbie. Don't worry, Robbie, your check's in the post, yeah. So anyway, but yeah, Robbie's a lovely person. But the thing is, with the bus one, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I be a mile to the ground, like DT said, and not get off the bus? I never told him that at all. That just didn't happen. And with the one with the mascot, I saw.
So you're saying DT's a liar?
I'm not saying that at all.
I'm only winding up. I'm being devil's advocate. Sorry.
I'm not saying that at all.
I'm a Channel 4 news report moment. So what you're saying is...
No, you don't have to apologise, Terry, because you're not the one who said it. DT's the one who said it. What I'm saying is that didn't happen. Now, I'm not calling him a liar. I'm saying he's got his wires crossed. We can all do that. And the one with the mascot one is even a different... Oh, yeah, sorry. And he said about the Watford one as well. Now, with the mascot one, he was saying that I was saying... It's true what he said. I said, would you say that to me? He said, I was saying, yeah. I wasn't aggressive at all. It was at half-time against West Ham. We were 2-0 up and cruising, and we conceded 2 stupid goals to Andy Carroll. So the West Ham mascot was coming across now, and the West Ham mascot was doing that, and I thought that was unnecessary because what it can lead to is incitement, and I thought that was unnecessary. So I said to
can you imagine it? The London riots were started by a man dressed as a hammer.
No. Incitement. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, no, I'm not having. I'm deadly serious. I thought it's just because the thing is, if he's suddenly laughing now. You weren't laughing when you was raising up your blood pressure, was you? The thing about it is,
can I ask you a question about the bus one quickly? Yeah, because we've got to end. Were you late to the game?
I was late to the game.
Why?
Because the bus got stuck in traffic. That's why.
So you didn't get off and walk.
Walk to where? How can I walk? If I was near the ground, I would have.
Oh, okay. So you were really far from the ground.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to ascertain. I need the facts here. I like facts.
It doesn't make any sense if I'm a mile away.
But
back to the mascot one. Now, what I'm saying, because the thing is, the goals have just happened. So you are there now, going like that to fans now when they just conceded a goal. Now, we all know football is a very, very emotive, passionate game.
We definitely know you.
Yeah, and him as well. He's the one that's barely having exactly. But what I'm saying is that I didn't think the West Ham mascot should do that. So I said to him, or her, it's probably him, would you do that to me? And that was it. There was even a video on there. Ty has arrived with the mascot, and all it was I said to them, "Would you do that to me?" Well, that was it. So I don't know what the big row was. The third one now about arguing with Watford fans. Now, I wouldn't say I was arguing. We was having a football debate. Can you not debate? We're debating about football. That's it.
Cool. Ty, thank you very much for clearing up those points to us, and Claude as well. Thank you very much tonight. But DT's a liar, according to this man.
No, I didn't say that.
Would you all agree that he said that?
Yeah, I think Rocky
I never said DT's
DT versus Ty.
I didn't say DT's a liar. I could take.
Mate, look, we're only messing. We're only playing.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. I don't mind taking DT
quality
on
night
verbally.
as ever.
Verbally.
Oh, we had to specify that.
Thank you, Terry. But Terry, let me offer an apology. I'm sorry if I was a bit out of order.
No, you're cool, bro.
I'm sorry about cutting fans off, but what I'm serious about is the thing is, I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it that people know who we are and what we do. That's very, very great. But when people coming up, please be. I want to say just please be respectful.
Cool.
That's all I'm saying. Is that wrong for me to say?
That's cool, mate. It's great. Listen, thank you all for tuning in as ever. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. This has been FanPark Live. Make sure you download the OneFootball app. All the information for that is in the description below. Oh wait, we are doing this again. And one last thing before we go. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Who am I? Who am I?
Do you know me? I forgot to say about the one. Thank you. I forgot to say the one about Robbie.